Hello, my loves, and welcome back to BehatiLIfe YouTube channel. If you're meeting for the first time, welcome. And for those of you that are old friends and family, welcome back. As you guys can tell by the title of today's video, we're going to be diving into the energy of the week ahead in a way where the energy, this reading, is allowed to be timeless and serve you now in the moment if you are watching in real time, or if you are watching from what I call the future present. I'm not going to go too deep into astrological transits right now because this reading is meant to be timeless, and astrological transits are one of a kind. I do have a new deck that I'm working with this afternoon. I'm going to link it down for you below. It's called Every Little Thing You Do Is Magic, and I am absolutely in love with this deck. I knew that I wanted to work with it as soon as I saw it, and no regrets. So go ahead, get cozy, grab some coffee, grab some tea, grab some water, get hydrated, and let's dive right in. All right, my loves, so we're going to be live shuffling. This allows me to channel. What is the messages for this week? Interesting. Oh my goodness, the same cards keep showing up. All right, we have at the center of the reading, we have the King of Cups reversed, clarified by the Four of Wands reversed. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed, the Wheel of Fortune card reversed. I'm going to clarify this, please. I just heard the word granddad. Someone here is probably working on an ancestor altar, or their ancestor is coming through, specifically a grandparent. Interesting. Nine of Swords reversed, Wheel of Fortune reversed, Ace of Pentacles. Wow, clarify this for me one more time. Queen of Wands reversed, High Priestess reversed. Clarify the King of Cups for me. Six of Pentacles. Give me a moment with this. I'm trying to see if there's anything. It's interesting because I am getting grandfather energy. So that's really unique, but that feels something so separate from the overall message. That feels like someone's grandfather here is coming through. I'm also smelling like cigar smoke or some type of smoke. So it could be, I can't quite put my finger on if this is cigarette smoke, cigar smoke, or smoke from a fire, like campfire or something, like burning something. But this could also be someone working at their altar. It's really interesting how this energy is coming through. But moving into this reading here, it's so interesting because Spirit is asking someone to be aware of emotions, their emotions, the ups and the downs, the highs and the lows, honoring those emotions. Someone here may feel unstable when it comes to their emotions, or they're feeling a swelling up of emotion. It's interesting too, if someone here isn't processing their feelings, I think this kind of came up during Behati Love Notes. If someone here isn't processing their feelings or doesn't have a safe outlet or isn't creating spaces to feel their emotions, it's going to show up in some way. It just usually chooses a time that could be inconvenient for you or inappropriate. So it's important that you're making the time and the space to uncover, to uncode, to express this. I'm also seeing someone going to an altar or creating a space where if there's things that keep bubbling up within them, someone here is, you need to really pay attention to your dreams. And I know that we say this a lot, but if you start out of nowhere, start having like nightmares or dreams, just random, quote unquote, random, right? Air quotes, dreams, you know, it's a way that your body, and I'm saying this too, you have the High Priestess here reverse. It's the way that your spiritual body is trying to tell you that something here is going on. If you don't, I'm almost feeling like someone here could be like filling their time, their day with day-to-day tasks, which is interesting because we are in Virgo season now. It's like you try to fill your day with tasks or being of service, like showing up and doing things that it's kind of detrimental to you. Like you could say that you're being productive and you are contributing and you're helping, but in all honesty, when you sit with yourself and you go to your altar and you ground yourself, you center yourself and you allow yourself to feel, do you start to feel this surge, this wave of emotion coming through? For someone here, it's not so much emotion, but you are going to start channeling or receiving intuitive downloads. And I don't think that you're going to be able to immediately understand, analyze, and figure out what they mean. And this has a lot to do, wow, with your initiation. Wow. Someone here is going to, I really am feeling like you're veering off in a different path. Wow. Okay. Now this is making sense. Okay. So more sense. So someone here, if you have a career path right now, and one of the reasons why Spirit isn't talking to you more about this is because they don't want to freak you out. Maybe you can sense it. Maybe you can feel it. But if you may be someone who, when you know something, you just kind of want to like go, or you get like overwhelmed with the next steps. Spirit's trying not to overwhelm you, but I feel like your life experiences they are initiating you into the next chapter in your life. This higher purpose. For someone here, it's really interesting. Pay attention to health and wellness. If there's something here that is bothering you, or if you know somebody where something is bothering them, they're constantly agitated by something is agitating their physical body. It's almost, I don't want to say that they're ignoring it. I'm hoping that they're not ignoring it, but it almost feels like it's not being addressed, or the reason can't be found. Like we can't put a finger on it. Even when you go to a professional, it seems like they don't have the tools, the resource, or it's not their field of study. So their capacity can only cover so much before something is discovered somewhere else. And then there becomes a plan. Then you are adding time. Then you're adding a gift here. Then all of a sudden things start working out. If you're not, okay, let me just say this real quick. If you're not someone who is having any health related issues, this is not a message for you. Do not worry. This is about someone who they are kind of bothered. They've been bothered for years, probably months, longer than months, but off very long time. And it just seems like there's no solution. It feels like there's no turnaround. Like there's no, okay, well, what is this? You know, they can't put their finger on it. I feel like the person that you're going to, it's not so much that they're not professional. It's just that it's not their field of study, that there's someone else who specializes in something. And as soon as they hear the symptoms, they're like, oh, that's this. But the person that you may be going to now that's not their expertise, so they wouldn't know that. This is something that would be bothering you or bothering someone else. If you know someone who has been having issues that seem, I want to say, the Spirit is saying like it's being dragged out, not to say like you're dragging it out, but it's just like it's not something that's going away, right? If you've tried, or this person has tried, or you know someone where they've tried everything, it's because you have to go to a different specialist. You could do like a body scan or something, is what it is that I'm seeing, and then once they identify, then they're like, aha, this is what it is. They'll know, and then from that place, things just start to work out. Like you start to be able to take care of it. Finally, you have an answer, and this is something that's going to come into the future. It's almost giving Mercury retrograde, where you're forced to kind of pause, but really what this is the major planets being retrograde that are helping you to identify and address underlying issues that have been bothering you, hindering you, and handicapping you, making you sore, weak, sick, depressed, anxious, whatever, and finding the root of that. Let's say you have like depression or something, and you're just like, okay, I've tried medicine, I tried changing my life, I tried doing this, vitamin D deficiency, going for walks in the sun. It's like you try all these things, and then it turns out that it's a hormonal thing, and then you finally go to a specialist who specializes again in like hormonal therapy, and then all of a sudden the clouds that you've been carrying on your that overcast, creating an overcast in your eyesight and your vision for life, it lifts and the sun comes out. So there's something here that it's like, okay, now this is the plan, now this is effective. You'd be surprised. You would be so surprised. Let me adjust my seat real quick. Yeah, let me just go right back, because there's someone here that's being initiated into, and I really don't want to miss this message, and I don't want to mess it up, because Spirit is being very clear that someone here is working like a 9-to-5 job or a regular job, and they've gone through like a stream of circumstances that feel ill-fated. Really what it is this is a part of your initiation, and whether you asked for this or not, you are going to go through a major career shift, a major career change. And this change is for, like, it's like someone blew the trumpet. Like, that's how Spirit is showing it to me. Like, someone blew a trumpet, or like an angel. And like Archangel Gabriel is probably someone who's significant to you, or Archangel Michael. And as soon as you heard that call, it's almost like the parts and the bits and the pieces of your life started to crack, crumble, and fall away. And you're just like, okay, what is going on? Clearly something is going on. I think you know better than to look at yourself and be like, am I the problem? Kudos to you if you do look inward first, but really what you need to know is that you're cracking out because your path, your career, your purpose, you are finally being called out now for what it is, the gift that you are supposed to serve to humanity right now. And it couldn't have come any earlier. It's not going to come any later. It's happening now. So you're going to, this emotion, the journaling, the capturing of memories, you guys, it might be almost like the word that's coming through is like PTSD almost, but it's similar to PTSD, where it's like you're having these memories. They just are bubbling up out of nowhere, and it's coming out of your subconscious. I'm surprised that the moon card isn't here, but I don't need it to be here for me to see it. There's something coming up out of the subconscious, and maybe it's not even the subconscious. There might be like a chain effect where your subconscious is triggered by memories that are connecting. I don't even know how to describe this, because this is different. It's like if you don't believe in past lives, I understand, but it's almost like if it's not a past life, it's like your future life, almost similar to deja vu. And it's these memories are coming up that are giving like a string effect for you to look at, find, uncover, and walk in a specific way. And that is like flipping through pages. Okay, check. She needs to do this. He needs to do this. And like going through these list of feelings, things that are preparing you for initiation. Look into Kundalini awakening. Someone here has been taking a break, a pause from something that they went to school for when it comes to non-traditional medicine, or with healing or therapy or psychic, like their intuitive gifts. And they're about to get like a second, it's like almost like you can look at it like you made a mistake. You didn't make a mistake. It's just you're literally like, time is everything, and time is so specific, and when it's divine timing, there's nothing that can stop this. And that's exactly what's happening here. Is the bell has been rung in your life. For someone here too, putting a bell at your altar and ringing that bell is going to symbolize this awakening within yourself. Something that I highly recommend is like a psychic candle. I have one in my shop. It's called the Psychic Vision candle, I believe. Creative name, right? But it's really helping you to awaken and open your gifts. Also, very, very important, you're going to start learning how to protect yourself spiritually. You're going to learn how to work an altar. These are things that are non-negotiable. If there are certain relationships that you were in, especially Four of Wands, Six of Pentacles reverse, and the King of Cups reverse, if there are certain relationships that were hindering you, stopping you from evolving in this spiritual journey, that is why they're pulled away. No longer. Let me shuffle a little bit further and see if there's anything else here. I'm actually going to put these cards away. Is it okay? Yeah, it's okay. I'm seeing the energy of a rabbit. So if someone wants to look into the spiritual significance of this, or if that's your animal totem. I'm also seeing the number 616, 626, 606. Yeah, someone here is being initiated. I'm really getting a strong message here of initiation. Diet, lifestyle, those are things that are changing right now. Major shifts. It's like if you were once vegan, then all of a sudden you're going to start eating meat or mushrooms or something. I don't know. Something that you normally wouldn't like, all of a sudden, or that you would reject, it wouldn't be a yes for you. All of a sudden, it's like, this is what your diet is now. Like, it's like a shift overnight. Or if you did eat meat, then all of a sudden you're more interested in veganism or being a vegetarian. Jesus. What did I do to Bambi? Okay. Oh my God, the Magician card. This raccoon just cracks me up. Okay, Six of Swords reversed. The Chariot card. So interesting. So you have the energy of moving forward, but then you have the energy of not moving forward. And I just find that so telling, because some things in your life, it's like it ends here. It stops here. But the way that Spirit is showing me this is almost like Spirit saying, not even almost, it's Spirit saying it's time. Like, something ended here. Something has awakened. It is time. You got to take yourself seriously. You're going to take yourself seriously. You've heard the call. It's resonating. You're speaking up. You're learning. You're listening. You're researching. You're stretching. I just feel someone stretching themselves in so many different directions when you probably took a hiatus. I do feel like there's some things that are going to turn. They're going to curve out of your life. These are things that, I'm sorry to say, but they're like superficial. It could be superficial relationships. It could be superficial activities and things that you would normally involve yourself in. Now it almost makes you sick to your stomach. The Empress. Oh my gosh, I love this deck. And the Page of Wands. Yep. Someone here is going into deep, deep healing, or that with the Empress, it could be motherhood. That in itself is a whole initiation. A beautiful initiation. I resonate with that deeply. Clarify the Magician card and the Ten of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Someone here is going to be really defining their I just get this strong message about like the importance of your spiritual journey, your path, your purpose. I think that for a very long time, this actually makes a lot of sense. For a very long time, like relationships and money were things that were coming through for a lot of people here, or trying to navigate through these transits and how disruptive they have been for our lives. Like Five of Cups is so important. It literally like, okay, sorry, one thing at a time. But I just feel like this sudden shift, this emerging of, that's why I needed to take some time to just kind of sit with the cards. And as soon as I started pulling them, because I wasn't expecting this drastic of a shift. Can you relate to this? Like, who is this message for? I'm being called to kind of share something. So when I was pregnant, we were preparing for, I don't want to say that we were really preparing. Well, of course we were preparing, but we kind of agreed on let the journey lead us, like let baby lead us. And thank God that I felt called in my spirit to allow that to lead the way, because when I tell you, pregnancy and motherhood is one of the most greatest initiations in my life, and everything that I thought that it would be, it wasn't, and everything that I thought that I would do, I didn't. It's a very instinctual, deeply intuitive process. You change as a person, and I don't think I will ever be able to go back to to the woman that I was. And I say that because these cards are reminding me of what I just went through and how much life had to change and how clear my decision making is in foods that I eat, to things that I engage myself in, to books that I read, to how I spend my time, to my scheduled time. I used to be a night owl, and that really has shifted. Like, if you text me at 4:00 in the morning, you're guaranteed probably to get a response. I'm up. Everything about me has changed. The best part of me has been born, not in this little body, but within myself as a human. I am the greatest version of myself now through motherhood, pushed and pulled and birthed myself into the role of mother, but also who I am, Jessica, has changed and is the best version of herself because of this experience. And when I give to my daughter, when I nurture my daughter, when I take care of my daughter, it's not work. It's hard. It's not easy, but it's not work. It's natural for me. The best part of me was born, and I love this, all of this. I would never want to go back. I am so excited for what's to come, and I will do the research, and I will sit with myself, and I will pray. My spirituality has been guiding me and leading me more than it has ever before. When before I was being led through my dark nights of the soul, which you guys have been a part, have walked that journey with me. Now it's like this little bright light has been leading me, and I've been watching myself. I say all this to say that I see this in someone else. I don't think that for everyone this is going to be motherhood. Can you imagine? I do feel like there's something that you are being initiated into, that something in you is breaking free and breaking open. And for that reason, there are certain things, energies, ways that you used to accept, and things that you used to do, and things that you used to eat, that you can no longer stomach them, and you should not force them, because you should. And I don't want to tell you what to do, but I really highly encourage you exploring and asking questions and grounding yourself and taking this evolution really serious, not needing to explain yourself, not needing to ask for advice or opinions, allowing yourself to trust this intuition, this information, this wisdom that you carry, that is always lived within you, but it's this book that you've discovered, and now you're reading it, and now you're serious about it. Now you hold it close to your chest. When you see the 10 of Swords here, this is the greatest thing that could ever happen to you. And I know that for some of you guys, you won't even understand, and you won't, any other circumstance and situation, you probably wouldn't be excited about it. But with the 10 of Swords, it shows that that something has died, something has ended, something has evolved, the skin has been shed, and now you have options. It's so funny because again, timing is everything. So let's say before, like, if you're not trying to be, I'm going to use myself as an example here again. So let's say if you're not prepared to be a mom, right? And you don't want to be a mom or a parent, and you want to travel. having that child is going to feel like it's holding you back. You're going to feel like you're compromising on something. However, if you are prepared, spiritually ready, and the timing is right, somehow motherhood opens up options to you that, for me, it opens up options that it's just like, normally I probably wouldn't find this exciting, but I do now, and I'm so grateful. So I'm using myself as an example here, where it's like, I just feel like someone here, it's important that you explore all your options. You're empowered to explore all your options. You're empowered not to box yourself. You're empowered to watch and encourage things to break off of you and away from you, so that you can have new freedom, so that you can have new growth, especially with the Empress card and the Page of Wands, who is ready to grow. The Empress says the earth is fertile, and the Apprentice of Wands says, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start. I'm ready to begin. There's no fear here. If there are things that naturally you need to mourn, please do it. If there are moments in history that you were not a part of, but it resonates with you, and you'll know if this message is for you, it's a very specific message. You'll see certain things and you weren't there for it, but it resonates. It's because your spirit, I don't know if it's a past life or whatever, it deeply intertwines, it's interwoven into your journey in a way that may not necessarily make sense right now, but eventually it will. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, things are working out here. Things are working their way out. I just want to say that if someone here is watching things kind of break off of them, encourage that thing to break off. Cut it actually clean. Someone here is expecting, like, in a relationship for you to be like mourning, grieving, and you're almost like, I actually have an axe here and I'm going to help you chop this down. Yep, Nine of Pentacles. This has a lot to do with self-sufficiency. Also, Spirit is meant to, look at the scissors here. Spirit is going to provide. I literally was just about to say this. Like, this is exactly what I'm saying. Someone is expecting you to kind of like mourn and grovel, and you're just like, no, actually, I've got some scissors here, and I'm ready to chop this. Like, I'm going to help you cut this so that we can just get this over with now. Yeah, the Hermit card. Yep. And then the study begins. The education, the awareness, the word really is discovery. I'm going to shuffle last few cards from the Gilded Reverie. While I'm doing this, thank you guys so much if you've stuck towards the end of this video. I do offer Behati Love Notes. It's where I shuffle and pull for the collective every other day. Intuitive channelings and astrology predictions to help you guys understand what's going on energetically, usually in a way that confirms what it is that you already know. Guys, look at this, would you? Look, divine timing. This is exactly what it is that I'm saying. Like, someone is definitely hearing a call. Wow, Mama Bear. Strength, fierceness, power, purpose. And this key to me unlocks the door. It's freedom. It's something is deeply unlocked for you, and it's time. For someone here, I really get a strong sense that this has to do with supreme purpose. Huge purpose. Huge healing. Initiation. So, all right, honeys. 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. 6. 6. Yep, I kept seeing. Wow. Remember how I said 606, 616, 626? We have 33 breaks into 6. We have 6 right here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. Yeah. I mean, come on. All right, my loves. I'm going to let you go. Let me know what you guys think about this setup. It's really vibing with me. Hopefully my microphone worked this entire time, or that would be just terrible. Also, if someone is going through any type of health situation, circumstances, you got the bear here. You'll be just fine. Even, and I know you may, like, everybody's health circumstances could be so different, like varying extremes of things. But when the bear shows up, this is a promise that in time, you're gonna have like a full recovery and somehow be better than it was that you were to begin with. Especially with this is something that you've been dealing with for a long time. You're gonna find the solution. You're gonna find the key to that. Okay. All right, my loves, thank you so much again for allowing me to shuffle and pull for you. And make sure that you're subscribed to this YouTube channel because there's plenty more videos where this came from. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And if you're a subscriber to Behati Love Notes, I will read for you shortly. I'll talk to you guys later.